Knock Barbie for being a feature-length doll advertisement all you want, but one of its strengths is that it's never just selling you a doll. Every bit of product endorsement is coded in some layer of subtext. Irony, absurdity, wonder, whatever. That movie uses the commercial aspects inherent to its creation as a springboard into the audience's emotional ties with childhood products or concepts they once cherished. Gran Turismo is often just an ad for Gran Turismo, a showcase for the graphics, a dedication to its creator, a case study for its impact. That's not all it is, but it's a lot of what it is. It's the first feature-length film with the YouTube ad breaks built in. Usually when narrative-free games are sold as IP for movies, people wonder how they'll squeeze a story out of it. But Gran Turismo is the rare case where there's actually a compelling true story that involves the game itself. Jan Mardenborough grew up playing Gran Turismo to fuel his love of racing when his family couldn't afford to have him participate in racing as a child. Later, he got a shot behind the wheel of a high-performance car thanks to the Gran Turismo 5 GT Academy competition, winning out over 90,000 other people to earn a driving contract with Nissan Racing. Also, it's pronounced Nissan Racing. It's like if the guys who played tag that inspired the movie Tag all played real-world Mario Kart instead. Following a gamer who gets thrust into the real world of auto racing should be enough product tie-in to satisfy shareholders, but it clearly wasn't enough for the Sony executives that demanded a whole cold open focused on Gran Turismo creator Kasunori Yamauchi. There's a decently compelling sports underdog story fighting its way to the surface, thanks in part to David Harbour's grouchy but huggable demeanor and Archie Madekwe's soft-eyed earnestness. Djimon Hounsou gets a moment late that might convince you this is actually a great father-son story, but too often, Gran Turismo shifts into a faster gear when it'd be better off hitting its brakes before the turn. Vroom vroom. Also, casting Ginger Spice, aka Mrs. Red Bull Racing Gerri Hallowell Horner as Jan's mom is a pretty nifty meta choice. For a movie that can't stop touting Gran Turismo the game as the most realistic racing simulator around, Gran Turismo the movie loves to stretch the truth. The dangerous driving in this film would get some of these drivers kicked off the circuit. Each crash shown is the kind of crash that would require a whole new set of safety requirements. It all feels exaggerated in a way that, at least spiritually, isn't true to the property it's based on. Also, Jan Mardenborough wasn't even the first graduate from the GT Academy. He wasn't even the first gamer to podium the 24 Hours at Le Mans. Racing films are a reliable source of crowd-pleasing cinematic moments, but it's also well-trodden ground, so standing out is hard to do. There's nothing in Gran Turismo that compares to the high-octane fun of the Fast and the Furious or the dramatic tension of Ford v Ferrari. It doesn't really hold a candle to the immersion you experience watching something like Rush, and it's not nearly as dynamic as a film like Baby Driver. It's probably a better crowd pleaser than Need for Speed, a previous attempt to transition a racing game to the silver screen, even though I do think that movie's underrated. Maybe they'll finally figure out the right formula for these things when they inevitably adapt Forza Motorsport. It's still Neill Blomkamp's best movie since District 9, so take that for whatever it is.